It's time now for a little East End local sports and sports. The high school football season has come to a close. Had a chance to talk this week with head football coach Jay Shaw about the season, about the year that senior Matthew Fuller put on display, rushing for over 2,000 yards and 27 touchdowns. Here are those comments from Wayne County head football coach Jay Shaw.
Here, Coach Jay Shaw, season's over, but again, Coach, 24 seniors, it was tough to say goodbye to those guys, to see them at the banquet, but your thoughts on the overall season?
Yeah, just, year two, in my experience, year two is always a hard year for whatever reason, and it was a hard year. I mean, when you think about it, we hit the injury bug. We, just hit the ball really never bounced our way in some tight ball games or for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, our 4 losses were the top top 5 ranked teams in different classifications in our own. But a lot of good came out. This season, in my mind, was by no means a failure because we grew in a lot of different ways. And this, we're still building this thing the right way. We need a solid foundation to build it on. And these juniors and sophomores will be better because of some of the hard lessons that we learned. But I think the biggest thing that I'm going to take away is the fight. In any ball game, you think back to the Burt game, the fight in the second half, the fight the other night against number 4 Spalding, a defense that hadn't been given up. I think they averaged about 200 yards, 225 yards given up. We have 360. The quarterback didn't beat us. We did all the things we needed to do to win the game other than some critical moments. But the fight as a whole from our team and the pride that we played with, there was a lot of the fight we had against Benedictine. We're building this thing the right way, and there's a lot of really good positives to take from this year, and we'll certainly go back, and once we self-scout and do all this thing, it's definitely bittersweet right now because it's still fresh on our mind because we should be playing, but a lot of good to take from it. But the fight and the effort and the pride that these guys have for Wayne County to restore it and expect to win every time they put on that gold helmet, we can definitely continue to build from it.
Been around a lot of great players. Matthew Fuller finished with over 2,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, had a big night against Spalding, 3 touchdown runs, 249 yards. Talk about his performance this year and how fun he was to coach the last couple of years.
Man, I think if you could kind of sum it up, when you go back to this past 2 years, when we needed a big play, he always delivered. I mean, when you really think about it, he has 5 or 6 tackles for loss the other night on defense, and he rushes for 249 yards against that. And you go back through his career the last 2 years, and that's just time after time after time after time. He delivers. And when you have a young quarterback, man, that's what you need to be successful. And Jeb's going to be better because of it, because he was able to, when he was going through these growing years, have a guy like Matthew. He's just a special player. Special teammate, special guy, super competitive, and just loves football, loves Wayne County. He was so much fun to coach and be around, and he definitely left his mark on this program, and he'll be up for all kind of awards this offseason, and very much deserving so.
And again, those comments, Coach Jay Shaw. Second round of the high school football state playoffs get underway this weekend. Here are the Quad A matchups. Benedictine hosts LaGrange. New Hampstead travels to play Stars Mill. Central Carrollton hosts Lovett. Stevenson hosts Luella. Perry is at Bainbridge. North Oconee hosts Cedartown. Troops at Spalding. And Stockbridge hosts Westminster. Other teams in other regions still in the state playoffs. In Double-A, Pierce is at home. They host Laney. Toombs is at Thompson. Appling on the road at Cook. In 5A football, Ware County Gators travel to play Warner Robins. Statesboro's at Harris County. Coffee hosts Jones County. In 6A, the Brunswick Pirates still alive there at Marist. In 7A, Valdosta is at Carrollton. Colquitt's will host Westlake, and Camden County is at McEachin. The high school basketball team started their season on Tuesday. Varsity girls won 35-23 over Brantley, while the varsity boys lost a tough one, 54-52. Varsity girls will play at Jeff Davis Saturday. Both teams at Long County on Tuesday, November 21st, as they travel over to Long County to take on the Blue Tide. That girls game Tuesday at 6, and the varsity boys game at 7:30. Esports team in action Wednesday. Varsity lost to Fayette County 3-1, but the esports team still heading to the playoffs after the Thanksgiving break. JV team beat Stillwell Wednesday by a score of 3-2. The soccer tournament continues out there at the Wayne County Soccer Complex, and here are the scores and updates for what's taking place today. In 8U co-ed, Wayne County lost to Douglas Coffee 3-1. Wayne finished in second place in the 8U co-ed. 10U co-ed, it was Long County 6, Glen 3. Long County is the champions, headed to state. In 12U co-ed, Wayne County beat Douglas 2-1. Wayne plays Liberty tonight for the championship at 6 p.m. In 14U co-ed, Wayne beat Douglas 3-1. In 17U co-ed, Wayne 10, Charlton County 0. Wayne will play Jeff Days for the championship on today at 6 p.m. In 8U girls, Wayne lost to Douglas 5-2. Wayne finished in second place in 8U girls. And in 10U girls, Coffee 5, Wayne 3. Wayne placed second. So 2 championship games tonight with Wayne County teams participating. The 17U co-ed plays today at 6 against Jeff Davis, and the 12U team plays for the championship today against Liberty. NFL football tonight, AFC North battle between Cincinnati and Baltimore. Baltimore, the host team, both teams in the playoff hunt for the AFC. And this Sunday, the Falcons have a bye week while the Jaguars at home hosting Tennessee. Kickoff in Jacksonville Sunday at 1 p.m. That game on AM 1370. Big event taking place today at the Ben Park Complex at 6 p.m. Guns versus hoses, Wayne County law enforcement versus firemen. Game starts at 6, but come out between 5 and 6 to see emergency vehicles up close. Competition consists of 5-inning Chicago-style softball game, 5-inning kickball game, and a dodgeball game. Best 2 out of 3 wins. Exchange Club will be taking up toys for Wayne County Toy Drive. Also have a 50-50 drawing, cake auction, and concession stand. That's taking place today at 6 p.m. at the Ben Park Complex. That's going to do it for latest in local sports.